Hey guys, welcome back to Bonsai Crazy. Now, all of you know that I'm a newbie and I'm learning and finding my way through the bonsai life and through the bonsai experience or the bonsai learning. So, I've got a question for you today, and I'm going to treat you all like my teachers. So, all you guys out there, you today are my teachers. So, today is question day, and I might bring this in once a month. Just throw a question out there that I'm a bit puzzled about, and I want the real meaning for and why you do it, and what's the difference between doing it in a certain way and doing it in a different way. So let's get on with it. So right guys, my question is this. We put a tree in the ground and we grow it for 5 years or more, and we let it grow and thicken up the trunk, yeah? All the while, this tree could have literally no movement in this lower quarter. It all normally would be straight as you like. Now, I don't like using wire on very young branches of very young trees because I just find it's very awkward and the trees don't like it too much. So this would be the normal way, is put it in the ground, grow it for 5 years, then chop back to then get bud back lower down, all right? But you've put that in the ground for 5 whole years and you've not done anything to the trunk except thicken it. Then you've got to spend another 3 to 4 years in this development just to get movement in these lower portions. All right. So what I'm doing with my tree is I've put it in the ground, and this year I've cut back to allow for bud back for movement. All right, in these lower areas, so that I've got the movement in this lower part, in these lower parts of the composition. So I've chopped these back, and this year, and then I've let them grow. This year I've chopped, and now I've started getting little bud backs back here. So I'm going to chop here for this to die back, then get my movement the way I want it, in whichever direction, backwards or forwards. Same here, I've got this nice little movement going on like this on the main part of the trunk. So it's pretty much going like this at the moment, or down and then like that. It's got a really nice curve on it. My drawing's very shit, but hey ho. So I've now got the movement that I'm after down in this lower part. Next year I'm going to let these main leaders just run, all right? This year they can run to then thicken up this trunk, and I'm probably going to let it run for maybe 2 or 3 years without touching it, because I know I've got the movement that I wanted to originally in the trunk. But my question really is, am I saving myself time by doing it this way? Or am I saving myself time by doing it this way? Most people do it this way. They put it in the ground, they let it grow, thicken up, then they'll cut back, get bud back, and then start off again. Alright? Obviously this is going to give you taper, but this is giving me taper as well, and movement. It's giving me less taper, but it's giving me more in-close movement. I believe that this is going to be the shorter amount of time that I'm going to spend on the composition overall than this method. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that this may be the better way of doing it. Putting it in the ground, cut back, find your movement in the lower portions, then let grow, thicken up the trunk. Once it's thickened to the point of where you want it, then cut back to get your bud back to make your final composition that you want. Now, there's a question for you. Which is faster and which is better, and why do you do it that way and why don't you do it that way? Yeah? So there you go, guys. There's my little question of the day, or question of the month. I'm going to make this a little segment, I think. A little thing once a month, little question, throw it out there. Might be a stupid question, but hey ho, it's a question nevertheless. Yeah, if you want to tell me your answers in the description box, say hello, and yeah, we'll have a good old debate about which way's better, why you do it that way, etc, etc. Thanks guys, I'll see you all next time. Ta-da!